Hello everyone, welcome back to the Excel 2016 training. In this video, we'll take a look at the text alignment. Here is the employee's spreadsheet or the workbook, and we'll first go through the alignment options that are available within Excel, and then we'll go and apply this to the couple of worksheets that we have within this workbook. So when it comes to alignment, the options are available on your home tab and within the alignment group. You can use this, whatever you have available within the group, or you can use little thing here at the bottom right corner. Once you click on it, you get the format cells and it will automatically take you to alignment tab, meaning the alignment tab is active. And let's try to use what we have here on the ribbon. So the first one, say for example you enter some sample text. By default, this is aligned to the bottom. You can say it's to the bottom, not to the top, not to the right. So to the bottom, it's aligned left. And that's pretty much depending on the text type. Let's say I put a number in there. If you look at the number, Excel recognizes it as a numeric value and aligns it to the right. That's a default behavior. You can always alter it. You can select it and align it to the top, to the middle, to the bottom, and to the left as well. Anyway, let's get to that. So the first one is bottom alignment. That's pretty much default. So if for whatever reason it is not the case, and if that's what you want, all you do is click on that. The next one is the middle. As you can see, this is a vertical alignment. By the way, you're moving the text from the bottom to the middle to the top, or primarily it's a vertical alignment. And for the to align it to the middle, all you do is this middle alignment. Next, the top alignment. I'm sure you must have already guessed, this is the one, top alignment. Next, this is the left align, meaning the text itself by default is left aligned. You don't have to do much there, but say for example in case of numeric, you have to manually make it left aligned if that's what is needed for you. So next is the center. So now with this here, these three, we are dealing with horizontal alignment. In the horizontal, you have the left and you have the right, and obviously you have something which is the center. So this is the left alignment button. Next is the center or middle, and the next you have is the right. So depending on your need, you may want to align your text to the left or right or to the center. And all you do is just click the button, it gets aligned. Next, what you have is indent, and in these are the two buttons that you can use, meaning as you can see, I cannot go further left. Now here you can increase it using this button. Indent is very simple and it kind of adds nice presentation to your Excel. Next is the merge and center, and I believe we have touched this in the previous video, but let us cover this in little detail here. Merge and center is where you would take two or more cells and merge them into one. Again, this depends on the need. Depending on your Excel table or data, you may choose to merge cells. Merging cells is very simple. Just select the cells. For example here, let me pick this one. The 1, 2, 3. So this is G14 to I14. So I'm going to pick all these three and do merge and center. Now, as you can see, it's only one cell. Let me put a border to see that. See, that's completely one cell now. To reverse it, it's very simple. Just make sure you select that and just click on it, and it takes away the merge part. By default, it merges and centers the text, but you still can align the text the way you want. You can put it in the center, in the middle, or take it to the left or to the right. Those are still available. You can apply all these to a single cell, meaning you can apply one of the vertical alignments, one of the horizontal alignment, and then you can indent, you can also merge. The next is a wrap text. This comes handy depending on your Excel spreadsheet and visibility. Sometimes you may have a text that kind of overflows the cell, but you want to keep it within your visible area or within your column width, and that's where this comes handy. And you can still apply other things like center, middle, align, and all that. All you do is, let's say, let me take this text here and let me paste it here. Let me decrease the width. As you can see, it's kind of, the cell text here in the cell is, kind of overflowing to the next cell. In order to wrap it, all you do is select the cell with the text and do wrap text. That's what it does. Next is the orientation, the direction of the text. This comes handy again when you work with large spreadsheets. Sometimes you don't want to take the whole width of the column, so changing the direction or the orientation, it kind of helps. Like for example, this Excel training, let me squeeze it a little bit all the way here. As you can see when it is straight, it kind of overflows, but here it fits. So it again, it depends on the your Excel workbook, the need, and all that. Now, with this alignment, you can always, as I said, you can go to format cells and you can pretty much do the whole thing here as well. When it comes to orientation, you have a few options here. Vertical, rotate text up, rotate text down. But if you go here, you have a lot more. You can control the degree of orientation. Say, for example, let me apply the orientation to this particular cell. But I'll go into format cells, and here you can hold this down and drag it depending on the degree of orientation you're looking for. If I do a little more, see it move a little bit, but maybe the whole text is not visible. Let me do this. So that's how you change the orientation of the text. Now let's take this and apply quickly to a couple of worksheets. I think here, okay. So let's do this. This one, let's merge this and maybe increase the size a little bit, make it bold. Color, that's fine. Ideally, I would actually do this all the way across the table, margin center, and increase nicely. And you can add color if you prefer. I mean, it's not required, but Next, when it comes to header, generally these are in center, and click that. Okay, now here I want these to be in the center. First name, last name, left and right is good. Date is okay, but this we need to change it later. I'll leave it alone for now. This is already in the center. If it does not, change it. Maybe increase the width a little bit. Here as well. Here as well. Text is aligned. Maybe this total weekly work hours, maybe it's a little, too wide. I'll bring it down a little bit. For that, I'll do wrap text. But again, when you wrap text and it increases the height of the row and it's applied across the table, I mean, pretty much across the spreadsheet. I mean, use it, apply it, if it's okay with you in terms of its presentation. But for now, I'll just use it the way it is. I'll use the word wrap. And pretty much I can do this as well. Wrap text and move it a little bit. Well, I guess that's pretty good, and yeah, I guess that gives a little good presentation. I'll save this. Now go to employee bonus calculator. Let us apply. I'm gonna just select these cells and double click here so it will auto adjust everything. Company profit, so it looks like there's a data here and it's calculating the total bonus, as you can see. Employee bonus calculator. Let's put a header here, employee bonus later. I'll do all, select across this and do margin center. Maybe not at this minute. Let me remove this cell. Maybe drop it here and remove this. Select all this, margin center. You can always go back and change it later. And now what we'll do is, let me make this all bold. So this is what the final result is. So you want this, you know what, we'll change this way, and then we'll apply a yellow color here. I think it's decent enough to begin with. I mean, these text, if you want, you can always do a right align, that'll work too. Or you can do left align, not a big deal, but maybe if you put it in the center, maybe it doesn't look that right. I'll just, leave it alone and leave it to the left. And I think that should do it. Or, if you want to really use text orientation, take that. If you want to, by the way, and do that, put it here and use all these cells and do margin center and do the orientation like that, put it in the center and increase the font. Maybe you can use this format painter and apply it here, and then do that, do this, to the center, to the left. Correction. Correction. Well, that's it in this video, and we will look into other formatting options in terms of number and borders, and we'll apply that to these two worksheets to make them look even better and make them user friendly. Well, see you in the next video.